Good evening and welcome to our Friday edition of News Geelong. Hope you've been travelling well in the heat of Victoria this week, as we'll update you on the weather forecast expected around Geelong and the Surf Coast a little later in our program. Tonight we also look at another significant announcement for Geelong and the soccer fans. Part 2 of our Tom King talking with former Geelong Football Club champion Tim McGrath and his continued fight against cancer. Sports-wise, it's Alex Tigani joining us to update us on the latest news from the basketball world of the SEABL Geelong Supercats and more speedway action from the Avalon Speedway. The Geelong Highland Gathering has been part of our history since 1857, and this year moves out to the picturesque Deakin University for another wonderful day of Scottish history and culture, as Ian Nichols reports.
Geelong is gathering for the clans to arrive in this part of the world in March, the Highland Gathering, at a beautiful location, Deakin University. And one man who is excited about the Highland Gathering this year is the member for South Barwon, Andrew Kados.
And you obviously want to see that continue to flourish.
Yeah, well, the Highland Gathering for many years was at Shore Oval there at Newtown and Chilwell's ground at Queen's Park. But there had always been a bit of a conflict as the event tended to be on the cricket finals, and as that's one of the premier cricket grounds in Geelong, there was always that bit of conflict about the dates. So a new home has been found for the Highland Gathering out there at Deakin University. It's a great facility there. It's close to the ring road, easily accessible, plenty of space for the event to take place. So on the 2nd of March this year, the Highland Gathering will be taking place out there at Deakin University. And what the state government has done through its country events program with tourism has given the Highland Gathering $2,500 in tourism marketing to bring more people to the event.
Well, I've just looked at my notes, Andrew, and seen for the first time that these games actually originated in 1857. So there's a lot of tradition around this, isn't there?
Yeah, originally 1857, they were on the plains of South Geelong, so down probably where the, I'd venture to say, down the end of Gravel Pits Road, down that way, so on the plains there. So that's where they originated. So it's because of a very rich history of the event taking place. So it is a celebration of Scottish culture with the pipe bands and the dancers, and even some of the Highland Games. You know that some of the events there that will be taking place. So look, it's a very rich history in Geelong, and as a state government, we're happy to promote that because approximately 60% of the visitors, people who come to the event, are actually not from Geelong. So we want to try and grow that event, and hence giving the Highland Gathering $2,500 in marketing to do so to grow the event.
Well, we know it is a good venue. We've seen the Ford Kiwanis Day there, and that brings Ford club owners from all over Australia. And it's more than comparable with, say, the Maryborough Highland Games, which are held around about this time of the year, and they get enormous crowds. So it is something that's been traditionally a Geelong event, and I think everybody's now come to realise that out there at Deakin is a nice little amphitheatre sort of atmosphere.
Yeah, it certainly is, and that's one of the good attractions of Deakin. It has plenty of space there, good facilities, good amenity, and look, any pipe bands, this would be one of the premier events on the calendar for the year. So it's important to have it here in to promote this event here in Geelong and actually grow the event in Geelong as well.
At the offices of Andrew Kados here in Belmont, this is Ian Nichols for News Geelong.
Thank you, Ian. We're all proud of Geelong's Cardinia Park precinct, and now we have the news that the Melbourne Victory, the A-League soccer team, are coming to Geelong to play under the four apostles, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, on a Saturday evening against a club from China in the Asian Cup competition. Exciting news. Alex Tigani has the full story.
Thank you, Councillor. Yeah, look, we're delighted to be able to announce today that our Asian Champions League qualifying match on Saturday the 15th of February is going to be played here in Geelong, this beautiful region of Victoria at Cardinia Park. We're excited on many fronts. The Victory have been at Geelong previously for a friendly. In fact, Club Ambassador Grant Brebner, who's here today, played in that game. But this game takes it to another level again. The passport and the result for Victory on this night is a ticket into the group stages of the Asian Champions League, with the winning side playing Guangzhou, the defending champions of the Asian Champions League, 11 days later in China. So we couldn't be more delighted that the pathway for that is clear now. We're delighted to have had such a wonderful reception from everybody in Geelong, everyone involved with the stadium, including Brian Cook at the Geelong Football Club. And we know that we've got a strong support for football in this region and a strong support for Victory, and we're looking for a big crowd on the night, a crowd that will get right behind the team, and obviously a victory for Victory is the ambition. So thank you, and we're delighted to be able to confirm today that we're coming to Geelong. So thank you very much.
Beautiful, Ian, and welcome. Thank you.
Just give us an idea how important Champions League is for a club, like any club in Australia, but to make sure you do qualify for this tournament.
Yeah, I think it's a massive coup for the club. I mean, I've played in it with Sydney many years ago, and I've also played in it with Shanghai Shenhua, and it's not only an incredible experience. I think it's for the players to develop. It's a great tool for that. It's the standard is very high, and I know all the Asian countries are extremely passionate about playing in it. Both China and in Japan, it was a focal point of the clubs to be involved in such a prestige tournament, for us to go into it as well. I think will be the same. I think the learning curve for the players and the club will be massive, and it's definitely something we want to aim for to do regularly.
Memories of playing in Geelong last time?
Yeah, look, it was a few years ago now, but it was just really to bring the game down here. We're always known that there's a lot of Geelong fans travel up to Melbourne, and it was a case of just bringing the game down here, and it was a fantastic day. I can't actually remember who it was against, but the fans turned out, and it was a good occasion for the club.
Well, Jock, in a very exciting announcement for the coming month, how long has it been on the council's agenda?
Well, I suppose Geelong in general are always looking for opportunities. I've been aware of it for probably a month or so. But, I mean, discussions have happened well and truly before that. But we're just rapt that they're actually coming. It's going to be fantastic for Geelong. We've got a great stadium, great sporting community. And, whilst Geelong's known as a football AFL club, there's also a lot of supporters for soccer in Geelong region, so we want them to get down, enjoy our facilities, get behind Melbourne Victory, and hopefully they can get a win and head over to China and do well over there.
Absolutely. I believe mid-2007 last time the Victory came down here. Since then, we've had many changes to the Cardinia Park facilities. Do you believe this will perhaps strengthen the relationship with these A-League clubs?
Oh, no doubt. Once people get the opportunity to be exposed to what we have to offer in Geelong, it's second to none in regional Victoria. We're really proud of the facility. With the extension to the stadium itself, the introduction of the lights, $10 million investment. They're going to play under lights. We've got the giant electronic scoreboard, replay facilities, the whole lot. It's going to be fantastic. It's on a Saturday night, so hopefully people will get down, support Melbourne Victory, and put Geelong on the map, not only for football but for soccer and anything else that we can get down to Geelong. Is going to be fantastic for our community and the economy. So we're really looking forward to it.
Speaking of all the predictions, all the numbers, the game sounds exciting, but attendance-wise, what do you believe would be the minimum based on all the promotion?
Oh, look, I would say that, if you get between 5,000 and 10,000, you'd want at least 5,000. I think we could do that easily. It's a Saturday night. There's no other football on. Hopefully, the people of Geelong, I think we'll get 5,000 people from Geelong alone, let alone the people that come down from Melbourne and regional Victoria. The broader, down the western districts, from Ballarat, wherever. Hopefully we get 10 or 15,000 people there. And hopefully it's a great game, and hopefully Melbourne Victory win it.
Thank you, Alex. Great news for Geelong and the multifunctional use of Cardinia Park. This is News Geelong. As we go to a break, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and watch out for your favourite segments on YouTube each week. We'll return with more news after this.